On the 4th of July, we enjoyed watching fireworks from the roof of our house. It was a spectacular sight. We are only about 7 weeks out from our wedding, and it's time for Stephen and his groomsmen to head out on their bachelor trip. This venue is stunning. I can tell that so much thought and effort has been put into every last detail. All the good food and girl time has been so special. The bridal shower has been wonderful, and I feel so loved by all my new friends and family here in Nebraska. I really believe I have the kindest mother-in-law a girl could hope for. She is so genuine and loving, and I already feel like part of the family. I can't wait to officially become Miss Wissmann. And James whistling his favorite song. Yeah, you can keep going.
Got him.
He did great. This is incredible. Such a transformation.
Welcome to The Fame. Today, we've got a packed episode with all the latest Duggar family news, and you won't want to miss a second of it. First up, we're taking you inside Jana Duggar's exciting journey as she prepares for the most important day of her life, her wedding to Stephen Wissmann. From a stunning bridal shower to Stephen's wild bachelor party, and even a major home renovation, this couple is doing everything in style. We've got all the details on these fun pre-wedding events, and a sneak peek into their future home. And speaking of renovations, Michelle Duggar herself was caught lending a hand to Jana's home project. And let's just say fans had plenty to say about it. We're diving into the reactions that have the internet buzzing. But it's not all celebrations in the Duggar household. Jason Duggar has found himself in some legal hot water. And we're unpacking the juicy details of his latest lawsuit that's turning heads. Lastly, Jana Duggar Forsyth is under fire for a controversial post involving her child's safety. Fans are in a frenzy. Critics are weighing in. And we're here to break down what really happened and whether the backlash is justified. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into all the Duggar drama on The Fame. Let's start with Jana's beautiful bridal shower, a celebration that truly reflected her personality. The venue was nothing short of stunning, with gorgeous decor that highlighted Jana's elegant and understated style. The atmosphere was warm, filled with love and laughter from family and friends. The food and drinks were a hit, making it an enjoyable day for everyone. One standout moment was the kindness shown by Jana's new mother-in-law, who went above and beyond to welcome her into the family, making Jana feel extra special and supported during this exciting time. Next up, let's talk about Stephen's bachelor party, which was no ordinary event. Instead of the usual festivities, Stephen and his friends chose to bond with nature, heading to Colorado for an adventurous hiking trip. Though the trek left the group a little exhausted, they had an incredible time. Fun fact, most of Stephen's friends and brothers are pilots, so the bachelor party was full of good-natured humor and aviation talk, which added an interesting twist to the outdoor adventure. Aside from the wedding events, Jana and her family have been hard at work on a kitchen renovation project at their new home. Jana has been very hands-on with the design process, using the Home Design 3D app to reimagine the space. The old cabinets and appliances are being removed to make way for a more modern, open layout. Jana even showed off the new back door that she and Stephen recently installed themselves. Talk about DIY power couple vibes, but it hasn't been all smooth sailing. They ran into a little snag with a faulty seal around one of the windows. Thankfully, with some help from her family and friends, including Stephen's buddies who pitched in to install the new cabinets, the renovation is moving along quickly. Even Jana's mom, Michelle Duggar, lent a hand, cleaning and boxing up items, proving that teamwork really does make the dream work. Fans are loving the glimpses of Jana's creativity and hard work on the renovation. One viewer noted that installing the old cabinets in the garage was a genius idea, maximizing space and efficiency. Others praised her decision to add a small peninsula in the kitchen, a smart choice that adds much-needed prep space. The scenery from Stephen's bachelor party also got rave reviews, with one fan joking about the s'mores stick moment during their Colorado hike. It's heartwarming to see how much love and support Jana and Stephen are receiving from their families as they prepare to begin their lives together. From an intimate bridal shower to a fun and adventurous bachelor party and a full-scale kitchen renovation, there's no doubt these two are building something special. Fans are thrilled to follow along, especially with Jana's down-to-earth personality and knack for design shining through. We can't wait to see the final results of the renovation and, of course, the wedding day itself. Next, Michelle Duggar was caught on camera helping out her daughter Jana Duggar's renovation. And trust me, it sparked a lot of reactions online. Let's get into the details, and of course, some fan opinions that are too good to miss. In Jana's newest video, we get a glimpse of her pre-wedding celebrations, including moments from both her bridal shower and Stephen Wissmann's bachelor party. While the focus should have been on Jana's big day, fans couldn't help but zero in on Michelle Duggar, who was actually helping out around Jana's house. It seems like a rare sight. Michelle getting her hands dirty, doing some real labor, especially after raising so many kids. But if you think the internet would let that slide, think again. Fans had a lot to say about her sudden burst of energy. One moment that got people talking was Michelle's outfit. She was sporting what looked like a blue smock, and immediately viewers started comparing her to an Amazon delivery driver or even a preschool teacher. Fans had a lot of fun speculating why Michelle would wear something like that, with one commenter joking about Michelle's attempt to avoid getting cardboard box shreds on her clothes. After all, she is in Duggar territory, and speaking of Michelle, fans pointed out that she seemed to be running away from the camera at every opportunity. Could it be that she's tired of being in the spotlight? Many are saying it's karma for all the times she and Jim Bob forced their kids in front of TLC's cameras for years. As for Jana, well, fans had mixed reactions about her filming her mother working. One viewer summed it up perfectly. Part of me is like, wow, Jana, you're really going to stand there and film while your mom, who's had 19 kids, is doing the heavy lifting? But then again, Jana pretty much raised all those babies herself. Looks like viewers are Team Jana on this one. It's about time Michelle chipped in. The video itself had its lighter moments too. At one point, Stephen Wissmann was caught whistling what sounded like Aqua's Barbie Girl, and Jana teased him for whistling his favorite song. Fans love this cheeky moment, with some even saying it was one of the few highlights of the video. But not everyone was entertained. Some viewers felt like the video dragged on, comparing it to watching paint dry or even worse, another episode of 19 Kids and Counting. And of course, we can't forget the infamous language quirks. Fans pointed out how Jana and her siblings have a habit of adding an extra K sound to words like wedding K or getting K. It's a small thing, but for some it's all they could focus on during the video. Others speculated that this might be a homeschooling quirk common in more insular families. Either way, it seems like Jana's narration style didn't win over everyone, with many tapping out early due to her nails on a chalkboard voice. And for those wondering, Michelle might have been spotted wearing pants, or at least tights or leggings, towards the end of the video. Fans were quick to point out how surprising this was, considering her history of modest fashion choices. One viewer even joked, well, if Michelle's wearing pants, that has to be one of the seals of the apocalypse. Talk about a dramatic reaction. So what do you guys think? Is Michelle finally pulling her weight, or was this just a rare moment caught on camera? And what's your take on Jana's video? Do you think she's got what it takes to make it in the DIY world, or are the voiceovers just too much? Let us know in the comments below. Then we're diving into the latest legal woes for none other than Jason Duggar. Yes, the youngest Duggar son now finds himself entangled in a lawsuit, and things are getting pretty interesting. What's going on? Well, grab your popcorn because we've got all the juicy details about this lawsuit, Jason's legal team, and how Jim Bob may have played a role behind the scenes. Let's break it down. On September 10th, a lawsuit was officially filed against Jason Duggar and the curiously named Madison Holding Company, which seems to have sparked a lot of curiosity. Who exactly is Madison, and why did they choose that name? No one knows for sure, but fans have been buzzing with speculations, especially since the Duggar family has had its fair share of Madison-related scandals in the past. The lawsuit was first served to Madison Holding on September 11th, but it wasn't until September 20th that Jason Duggar himself was officially served. Now, you may have been wondering if the process server would have to chase Jason up a treehouse or down to one of his construction sites, but it turns out Jason was ready. His attorney, Joshua Meister, accepted the service of process on his behalf, making things a lot smoother than expected. Speaking of Joshua Meister, he's not the Duggar family's usual go-to guy, Travis Story, who's often handled their legal issues in the past. So why the change? Some fans are speculating that even trusty Travis wasn't up for this challenge. Interestingly, Meister isn't exactly a construction law expert either. His focus is more on Social Security disability cases, and his legal practice seems to be a door law firm, a term used when a lawyer takes on just about any case that walks through the door. Despite his limited experience in construction law, Meister does have a background that might appeal to the Duggars. According to his bio, he's associated with a church in Rogers, Arkansas. So maybe that's all the reassurance the Duggar family needed. Plus, Jim Bob has a history of keeping lawyers on speed dial just in case the next scandal comes knocking. After all, the Duggars have been dealing with legal dramas for almost a decade now, and they've certainly had to lawyer up a few times. As for the lawsuit itself, it involves accusations of fraud and poor construction work, something that could seriously affect Jason's reputation as a contractor. Jason now has 30 days to respond to the claims, and while we don't know how things will play out, it's safe to say this isn't going to blow over quickly. Whether Jason can navigate this legal storm remains to be seen, but it's worth noting that Arkansas contractors who don't follow licensing regulations often fly under the radar, especially if they have connections to the local Good Old Boys network. And the questions keep coming. Why Madison? Is it the name of someone special in Jason's life, or just another Duggar family mystery? Fans are throwing out wild theories, from a secret engagement to a reference to James Madison. Some are even poking fun at the idea, asking if we'll ever get a J. Ashley Duggar or perhaps Mashley for a future post-jail baby. The speculation is endless, but one thing's for sure, there's always something brewing with the Duggars. So what do you think? Is this just another Duggar family hiccup, or could this lawsuit have serious consequences for Jason? Will Jim Bob's lawyer choice pay off, or will Jason's lack of experience in the construction field finally catch up with him? Finally, we're talking about Joy-Anna Duggar Forsyth and a recent post that's got the internet buzzing. Fans and critics alike are raising eyebrows over a questionable decision involving her child's safety. And trust us, this discussion gets pretty heated. Is Joy-Anna completely oblivious, or is there more to the story? Let's break it down. So here's the scoop. Joy-Anna shared a photo of her child sitting unsecured on a tractor with only a diaper on. This post sparked a wave of snarky comments, many pointing out the obvious safety concerns. How does she not see this as unsafe? The image had people questioning her parenting choices, especially when it comes to basic safety. Some fans expressed frustration, saying Joy-Anna should know better, given that she's no longer sheltered from the world and has access to the internet and resources. One user didn't hold back, calling her decision stupid and remarking on how some people still adore her despite these questionable choices. Another pointed out that the Duggar family, especially Austin, Joy-Anna's husband, has always had a bit of a "we did it and survived, so it's fine" mentality. A lot of the backlash stems from the Duggar history with safety concerns, and this latest post only reignited those fears. Now, while some defended Joy-Anna, saying it might have just been a harmless photo op, the majority of responses were far less forgiving. People are wondering why she continues to make decisions that seem reckless, especially given her family's very public history. One commenter even pointed out that it's shocking she would post these kinds of photos after being a victim herself of a predator within her family, and given the online dangers that she should be well aware of by now. And then there's the whole diaper thing. Joy has faced criticism before for sharing photos of her children without proper clothing. People are baffled that, despite her knowledge of what happened to her growing up and the very public scandal with her brother, she still doesn't seem to grasp the risks of sharing these kinds of images online. On the flip side, there were a few voices of reason, saying this photo in particular may not be as dangerous as people think. One commenter noted that the tractor was in neutral, and the child was likely just leaning on the windshield for a quick social media post. But even those defending her agree that when it comes to child safety, Joy-Anna should be more careful about what she shares publicly. Some snarky comments really took it to the next level, with one user quipping that Austin probably hides the bodies in his nostrils. Yes, people can be brutal. Another commenter suggested that common sense must have skipped over the Duggar household, as Joy's decision-making has left people speechless more than once. So what do you think? Is Joy-Anna just being careless, or do people need to cut her some slack? Regardless, it's It's clear that many fans are concerned about her choices when it comes to her kids' safety. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Should Joanna be more mindful of what she posts? As always, we'll keep you updated on all the latest Duggar drama here on The Fame, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.